You're really a nobleman, sir.
Indeed, good wife. I'm Sir Hans Picon of Life, Lord of the Raffles. That is...
A nobleman, sir?
It's... well, a little... Basically, my father bequeathed his estate to me when I got
Ah, what's complicated about that, sir?
nothing. And everything. Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join it! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young...
There must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double.
To the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
But, as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favours the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my ass.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up the offer. Sorry to be late, Mum. Got held up in hospital. Of all places. And it's not the first time. I know. But I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some. The ointment's there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be. Happy?
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much. So it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home. You're not on your own. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you. I dread to think what they'd do with you.
You'll never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less Tuscany around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
That animal is gone. Time to do something useful. Days are long. No end of work.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Good day to you.
God be with you.
I left that belladonna on the fire too long, I reckon.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Finally!
My apologies.
Henry,
I don't think Trotsky Castle is gonna...
we have a crucial mission and I intend to return to Ratai with...
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Rattay, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them... But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. Come on, let's get going.
Hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. but I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you've finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
That's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch.
Wench! What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here. Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I
Doesn't
heard
half taste good
talk
today.
about your captain.
Oh? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff. Beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then.
But the stuff's
I'll be right
undrinkable.
back.
Leave it out. Once you got through the first one, you knock it back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole? What are you gaping at? Struck dumb by my loveliness, are you?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what...
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at facing.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
One of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks. An acrobat, eh?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take the second door in there leads to the pantry. You have to lay each sack on the planks. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, 2 men can finish the work in it.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
It's terrible, but like it or not, you can't... Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. Where are you actually from?
Scallis.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's...
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plan?
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect...
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad. What's that?
Oh,
If you want to find out more, young Svaja there, he's the bride's brother. He can...
where do you want the sacks?
To the pantry, but I'd split the work with your pal if I was you.
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally... Truth to tell, it used to be better, but then there's a shortage of folk.
Where can I find work?
First you gotta carry them sacks for, but otherwise you can find work anywhere. You just try Radovan the smith for one. Come to mention it, he sat just round, and that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. You know what they say. Well then...
Is that all you know about?
What else is there to know?
I'll go and discuss it with my...
And careful with them sacks. Aye, coming right up.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
One beer. Innkeeper,
The
what's
clearer it
taking
is to
so
me,
long?
then. I can't do it. We can come up with a plan to take her away. Somewhere she's out.
God be with you.
And with you.
God be with you.
And with you.
There'd have to be two of us. I couldn't manage a pig that size on my own.
Did you hear about what happened at the big
She
wheel?
stamps and bites when she's upset.
I heard you're in. A large beer for me. I bought a lovely
It happens. Just watch where you...
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like...
The main thing is,
It's definitely her, though.
I did get some...
What?
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before...
Calm down, let me finish. Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, it's invitation only, of course.
Why should some wedding?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do... And that shouldn't be a...
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to...
I noticed that.
We can work off our debt. If we both do it.
Lugsack!
I'm serious.
I can't work.
Come on. Nobody will recognise you.
Maybe not now. People will remember my face, and whenever... As if the disgrace at the...
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon, so you should be able to manage it too.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. Oratores, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatores, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, so if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But...
So, which do I...
But it turned out that you're a noble's bastard.
I'd rather...
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your pure blood, in short...
Are you really not going to help?
Come now, Henry. I simply...
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it.
Let them wait. It's not long since I had to drag one sack, and if I hadn't, that's... I mean it.
Suit yourself. So...
That is a warrior?
Right.
Well...
How?
That too. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, We'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
How generous of...
I know, my dear Henry.
Think about it. The clearer it is to me that I can't do it. We could come up with a plan to take her away. Somewhere she's out of sight. You know, so she's safe. There'd have to be 2 of us. I couldn't manage it.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
It's just a couple
No.
of God bless.
Christ, pardon me. Here it comes.
I'd like a bit.
As usual.
Look out! Right, listen to this.
Is that supposed to be Latin? No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies.
Does anyone want to push me home on a handcart?
Fuck off! Remembering some words you heard in church doesn't make you a nobleman.
Pour me
I've
one.
heard about the attack by the pond. I heard it was a massacre, and none of the strangers survived. That was our fault. But the two of us managed to get away. At the same time, the attack was maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
Bring me something to eat.
And you're a woman. We should kick both of you out, just to be on the safe side.
Sister Laws, and be a better.
Capon of Perkstein.
You just made that up.
I certainly did not.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised.
Christ,
You're
what's
just
the
a village
hold-up?
yokel.
How dare you? I'm the son of the bailiff.
What did I do to you?
Why the What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh,
You
Nice hit!
How we done with you in a flash?
Oh, beat you to a bloody pulp fire!
Why'd he...
I'll kill you!
Let him have it!
Stops with him.
No chance.
Come on, then!
Now we'll have you.
Fuck you!
Drive!
You'll get another...
Right on the money, fucking scumbag!
Hey, now you fucked up. Too slow!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are? Well, nothing to say for yourself? Just as well. It's your fault we're in this fucking pillory. This is a bad dream. You really are a simpleton. I don't understand how I could have failed to see it for so long. A stupid yokel who doesn't know the way of the world. Still got nothing to say. Not worth the fucking effort, am I? I can't believe I ever bothered with you. My so-called protector? Adjutant? You're a waste of space. It was me who had to save your life. You couldn't even keep an eye on your fucking mutt.
Oh, that's enough! This isn't getting us anywhere. I haven't said anything because there's no point arguing. It won't do us any good. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Oh, so what's over?
Hey! Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can...
How does he show off for the girl?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the pool...
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out?
No, I don't think so. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty...
I ain't.
You're something like a A wanderer?
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect help, but I'd like to go somewhere. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes...
You can go and see them.
Where are you headed?
For work, to the city. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city?
I'd like to go to Prague, but...
Aha.
Well, she doesn't know it yet, but I won't be troubling her long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
I'm practically naked.
At least you're not walking around bare...
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
What armour are you talking about? Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round.
And is the armour real? I could use some armour.
And...
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow.
That's...
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might...
Thanks.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I really need...
I can say...
I have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semien on foot.
Don't exaggerate.
Still.
There's a stud farm in Semien, renowned far and wide.
And which...
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford...
Do you know where I might find a...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to...
I'm not going near that tavern.
If you find some work...
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semien. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, so no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh well. It was nice to meet...
Don't worry.
Good day to you, friend. Greetings to you, friend.
I'm sorry.
Did you drink away your hose?
bullshit.
Doesn't it bother you, walking around here like some kind of animal?
Wait. Is this supposed to be a chronicle?
Is that a problem?
Oh, I'm not a chronicler. Why want a race for this responsibility? Or,
You want me to tell everyone about the
anything better to do than be on other people's property? So, you just want aimlessly, eh? You don't have anything better to do than be on other people's property?
Alright. This is already sharp.
And we won't have any problems.
you're working.
Don't cause any trouble.
Mind where you're going.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want any? What do you want, you yo? But make it quick.
I met the local beggar.
She's here again. What? You didn't give her any money. I rabble like that or like stray cat.
No, she just told me you might know
Armor. Unless you want to join the local watch. Unless maybe Radovan, the blacksmith from Tak.
But Barra told me you might know of something. What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested in...
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. I don't believe it, of course.
Who exactly was...
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more...
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone... But if he failed to...
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn over time. The men on the deserted island died of starvation, and so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So...
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. Except, by then, his wife, Ludmilla, who had it at the wedding feast. Brunswick managed for Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built this. George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for specifically. Well, of course, the king wanted his armour back. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trotsky, but fortunately, Lord
Chenyek was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trotsky may be impressive, but it's too expensive for a nobleman. Even the king had difficulty paying for...
Well, if the king was so endeared with
Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. It's said he hid it so it could only be found, or so they say round these parts,
And do you know where I could find...
Yes, lad, but I do have a Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor. Do you want to...
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
Uh-huh.
Answers come to
the crone and the maiden towards midnight. Well,
hold on, Sir George, who previously owned the armor. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor. Here, and now go.
How's it going?
I'm running out of ink.
What? Again? What do you mean, again? You refuse to get me more. Hail?
God be with you.
What did I do to you?
Greetings. What brings you here?
I hear you like to play...
What game would you...
Nice.
And do you have an...
Now how about...
And do you have...
How about far...
Let's play...
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. If I was you, I'd take it. Kurwa! Bloody dice. Damn it! They're yours, lad. You must have a lucky horseshoe up your ass. Next time I'll be more careful around you.
I'd like to play dice.
What game would you...
Wagoners.
Let's play...
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. These ones here. My God, I'm done.
I had that dream again. Lord von Burgov came and whisked me away.
Why would he do that? Don't you think he has enough cows as is?
I love all you want.
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
I'll have you put in the stock.
No, please, milady. Forgive my rudeness and please don't hurt me. As proof of my civility, I shall kiss your slipper. But wait, milady. You're wearing old clodhoppers.
Finished. Your turn.
Farewell.
I'm a bit peckish.
Excellent! And the money goes to me.
One there!
Ah! Ugh. Ah!
I just remember. But I really.
Look out!
Greetings, lad. What brings you?
I met the local.
She's here. What? You didn't run no armor unless.
But. What legend?
It's. There are actually. Why are you so.
That may be true. But even the fine. I might be only an apprentice.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly arm.
Excuse me?
All right. No need to lose your. In short, I don't. Next time, have a bath before you come to see me.
Are you blind?
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problem.
problems.
Take care then. Master Scribe?
What do you want?
I just came to see if you're working.
What does it look like?
Well, it looks to me that instead of writing, you're just scribbling nonsense.
They're called letters, and that's exactly what I'm paid to do.
Ah, carry on then.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
I met the local beggar. Barrow.
She's what? You didn't give her any rub. No, or unless. But
what legend?
It's there are. Why are you?
Don't worry. It'll end up in a knight's hands. As soon as I get hold of it, I'll sell it to some lord at a good price.
I'd like to see that. I have to tell you that legend. In short, I don't believe.
Who?
You told
Really?
Perhaps Prince, but you runs.
Could you?
Well, runs so he.
Man,
You may think earn still, but
and what?
run over and so after so.
Well,
Smart runs, and from that time, except is one at the for.
where did?
It is this George. Don't worry too much. And it is said that one day, as a reward, only specifically, of course, and look.
Well, if the
Lord Chen, it's said, or.
and do you know?
Yes, lad. But I do, Sir Chenyek. Who do you want?
And how did that?
I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go toward, pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got Sir George, who I'm not too here. And now.
You shouldn't be hanging around here, friend. Is that a threat? Put that thing away and clear off! You don't have anything better to do than be on other people's property. it's you. Shouldn't be hanging around here, friend.
That's more like it.
You won't find any mushrooms growing here. So you can go now.
Are you blind?
That's nice.
Show me what you've got on you.
What am I supposed to write? You know what? Why don't you write a complaint?
You hear me?
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Everything in order. Carry on.
Good to see you, friend.
hast du?
What did I do to you?
Welcome. You can buy everything. A few days ago, when I was rich, I salvaged some.
And where did the wagon?
On the roads near the catch. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can... Me too.
I wanted to ask, I'm not from here and I'd like to get my bearings.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Aber das ist deine Sache. Denn also...
Where can I find...
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to... Oh, yeah. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there. The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village. And when no one wants to pay the church more than their...
Can I find...
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. Oh, natürlich. There is Bartosz, the tailor. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across...
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Along the scribe Geibel. But of the three, perhaps only God...
Is there anyone...
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house, the rest of the villagers...
Where do you...
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north, there is half of that one belongs to her from...
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here, I do not think you will get...
Is there anything...
Certainly. Sir, here in the village, we don't care...
I understand that, but we were...
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of the...
So you've already heard about the...
About those ones in particular, or about others. Every time I go to the town,
So the roads aren't...
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Berg... But Herr Otto spends more time in...
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the...
Gut. Nein, das bringt... I'm done haggling. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
What happened to you?
I'm in big...
How so?
I lost a letter. I was supposed to deliver...
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said, but it was my master's beloved.
So we could just...
I don't really care what was in...
Would you like me to help?
There's no point now.
Do you know where you might...
I haven't the faintest idea.
You should have been more... Losing the one thing...
I know. So I forgot to check my bag, but now it's gone.
I have to be... I hope you find the letter.
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear...
Wait! Punch me in the...
What?
Smack me in the gob.
Oh, if you ask me.
No way!
And if I give...
At least I know you won't flay me to a...
Very well then. Or not. It's up to you. You ready? All right. Glad to be of help then.
God bless. What would you like?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the fort.
I could. My last two hands. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that, as it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade.
Sure thing.
Great.
Iron.
You can't make us, but if you don't have your own stuff... I'm sorry.
Careful!
Why are you barking like that, dog? Wanted to break in here, did you?
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. works, the better. You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from the flame and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to my... There you go! You've got it finished! All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right.
I'd certainly be happy.
If you carry on hammering as well as you, it's all about making sure. That's why you can't let you work evenly. Got that?
What good does it do me to work?
It makes you work to a root.
How do I know a good
By the sparks, it rings out with a...
What's the right way to
do it till it turns the color of straw. The main thing is, don't overheat it either. As soon as spark...
Why should I forward?
If you keep hammering the same spot, but jumping from one end to the other, the best thing to do...
How will I know it's...
Notice the shape. The close...
Thanks.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And of course, you can... Any questions?
Where can I...
You can buy some... But if you want to make a fancy sword... This is just a village, you know. The local...
What can I do?
Well, you can sell them.
Where exactly is...
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in and you can put your things in the chest there.
What now?
What do you think? You're pretty good at swords. But what... Right. Here are some simple... You can get down...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. You take care of these smaller jobs. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the... excuse me? Christ, what a day.
Well, I've got half finished. Ah, damn it. I'm burning it. Damn, it's burning. I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good. Oh, finally. I can't keep hitting the same place. Well, this one's gonna need some more work. I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good. I've been banging this spot for a long time. Oh, Herrgott. I better not botch this up. And that's that.
That's handy, isn't it? and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed. You could team up.
Damn, it's burning. This is useless. I should move it.
Praise the Lord.
Well, I've got half finished. It's almost finished. And that's that. have to hammer it more evenly. Well, I've got half finished. I've almost got it done. Fine. Now to temper it.
I'm sorry.
This is sharp enough as it is. That's one sharp. Sharp as a razor. Can't get any better than this. That's more like it. This is sharp enough as it is.